Hey jewelers, Mr. Granlund here. I wanted to take you through Unit 2 and what to look forward to and expect in this unit. Now this is going to be your first unit where you actually start to create some jewelry. I'm super excited to see the jewelry that you produce here. So let's get into it. We start off with paper ring tutorials, and you're going to create a paper origami ring. Now for this lesson and this assignment here, I have 3 very specific tutorials, and I want you to choose one of these, create a paper ring, and submit it here. Now in your packages, you have gotten a number of pieces of origami paper. Now you can use any kind of paper for this project, but it's really cool if you can use that origami paper. It might be a little on the small side, but it'll be an excellent challenge for you to develop those fine motor skills. Now these origami rings are not something that I want you to do for the summited project later, and it's always important for me to make that distinction, but it gives you an idea of some research or some ideas about techniques that you can start to think about for your summited project. Before this one, you're going to choose one of these 3 tutorials, use paper, and make a little ring. Pretty cool. Next, you're going to take a look at designing your own piece of jewelry. And now, in order for you to do that, you're going to have to do a little bit of research. So let's take a look at this form here. And you're going to fill this worksheet out. So the learning targets are you can use non-jewelry materials and incorporate it into a piece of jewelry. And you can create unique designs that are meaningful and sophisticated. And what you're going to do is you're going to create a unique and complicated piece of jewelry that uses paper. Plan what kind of connections you will have to use to make a successful jewelry design. And you're going to create a possible design sketch on a separate piece of paper or at the bottom. Now for this sheet here, you want to choose some images from online that will serve as kind of like an inspiration of your jewelry. You also want to choose what kind of jewelry would you like to make. So let's take some references. If we start with paper jewelry, we come across some really interesting images. And I would say start here because it starts to give you an idea of what jewelry looks like when you use paper as a primary material. And you'll come across something, you can copy the image and paste it in here, and you're going to do that. But you also might be inspired by just other jewelry. And you might be inspired by something that has kind of multiple chains here. And so you'll copy that and paste it in here for your inspiration. Now you want to do some research about processes for the paper jewelry project. And that's when you're going to hop on to YouTube most likely. Now you can Google this as well and you'll find all sorts of resources. But I'm going to type in paper jewelry tutorial. And you'll see lots of different techniques that different jewelers have created and how they did it. We'll copy the link address and we're going to paste that link address in here. Now when I go to grade these, I'll actually look at these and see what kind of techniques you're going to use. Now at the bottom here, you're going to create your own original design. There's 2 main ways that you can do that. The first way is to go to Insert and Drawing and go to New Plus. And you can use some basic shapes to kind of describe what your jewelry might look like. So I'm going to start with a circle, and I'm going to make it transparent in the middle because it's a necklace. And maybe I make some square looking beads that hang off of it. Okay, now this is one way that you can create that. Now I would do something much more complicated than this for your design. The second way that you can design something in here is by going to the website AutoDraw.com. And this is a great tool that artists can use to make all kinds of interesting designs. Now this AutoDraw tool right here allows you to draw something, and then it searches and asks you, hey, is this what you meant? And then you can select from a list of images that it shows you. And so maybe you'll make a number of different things here. You can arrange them. So maybe you make little charms out of stacks of paper and you hang them off of your paper necklace here. And then you can take a screen capture of this, or you can download this picture and put it into your worksheet. I'm going to click download, and it goes to the bottom here, and I'm going to go to my paper jewelry planning document and drag that in. There's my picture. Now I can turn this in, submit it, and get the points and move on to the next step, which is designing my paper jewelry. And what you'll do is when you create your paper jewelry, you're going to take several pictures and submit images of your finished jewelry right here. Now, as always, I have presentations and videos. So this is the presentation that you'll see probably in the Zoom session that also describes this project and the steps to create that. All right, jewelers, I'm super excited to see your paper jewelry pieces, and I hope you have a great Titan day. Thanks, jewelers.